read and heard that, no, you start with your foundation, don't. Okay? Because, does anybody know why?
Otherwise you'll get all over the face.
Why do you start with your eyes and not your foundation?
Because you can smudge things.
Yeah, basically, because it makes sense. Because people are always putting their foundation on. I don't know if it's happened to any of you, and then suddenly you're doing your eye makeup. I guarantee, especially if you're doing a smoky eye, you're going to get it all underneath. And then what do we have to do? We have to cleanse that bit and put the foundation back on. Okay? So start with the eyes. First of all, I'm going to put an eye base on Christy. I'm going to use the La Mercier one, which is this. You can use a concealer if you want. You can use a bit of your foundation. But what I do, I recommend that you, if it's a concealer or a foundation that's oily, I wouldn't put it on. So feel the texture. If you feel like your foundation or your concealer is a bit oily, don't. Okay. So this is an actual. It's quite expensive though. But you, as I said, you can use concealer. So you're just dotting it on her eyelid. You don't have to be neat with this, okay? Also, an eye base, it's the same principle. When you put a foundation on and then you're putting a powder on top, it makes your foundation last a lot longer, it lasts the whole day. So I would recommend using a cream, and then if you put the powder on top, you're getting far more intensity. Okay? Someone's going to be putting the naughty corner in a minute for you. It can be anything. It can be anything from a plummy colour to like a full-out black. Okay? So, what I'm going to do first though is I'm going to define her beautiful brows. Now, a good trick, if you want to, I don't know how many of you actually go to get your eyebrows threaded or how many of you actually look after it yourself. If you're one of those people that look after your eyebrows yourself, it's always nice to have an idea of where to pluck so that we don't pluck it along. I'm going to show you. Start your eyebrow here, where your eye starts. Easy. So there, I'm going to start her eyebrow here. Right? I'm going to build it in because she's plucked a little bit away from it. You arch right by where the iris is. Okay, so you stare straight where your iris is. So your arch would be there. And then you taper it off at the end. So I'm just starting to take another shortcut tip actually that's really good. Now I've got this brush. That's one of my favorite brushes. What you can do though, you can nick. That's what I recommend to people. If you go around makeup counters, they give them out free anyway. They have them so that you can hygienically try their mascara. They have them out, and they always say, please don't use the mascara. For hygiene reasons, they have to have them. Just take a few, right? Yeah. Use that, spray a little bit of hairspray in it or a little bit of Vaseline, and then just groom the eyebrows into place, yeah? Feel free while I'm just concentrating on the shape of her eyebrows to ask me any questions. I've pulled the juice. Still there.
I really do have to.
Looking good.
Right. I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to use this. Again, it's the same principle that I was talking about before. We're going to use this cream. This is going to be the first stage in the smoky eye. You can use this pencil. This is a Sue Devitt one. It's exclusive to Harvey Nichols, but you can buy some fat pencils, and I find that they're quite good to give a smoky eye, like the basis for it. So, pretty close to that. First of all, I'm just going to really roughly apply this over her eye. Okay? You don't have to be neat, because we're going to blend it in with an eyeshadow afterwards. So you don't have to worry about being neat. So I'm actually going to blend her colour in. If you really wanted to go dramatic and dark, you could use like a really dark brown, a really dark plum to match the colour of the eye pencil that you're using. But I'm going to tone it down. I'm actually going to use this shimmer here. Yeah. And I'm going to use this brush here. Okay? This is the brush which is going to give you your shape, and this is the brush you're going to blend with. So I'm just picking up some of that. And this is going to blend. Close your eye. But this is going to. We're going to, if you line it up with the eye and dot it over it, we'll naturally follow the crease. So we're going to use it to actually blend the shadow. Now blending is really key with a smoky eye, right? Blending is so important because it's the difference of it looking just like a black eye to it looking like a smoky eye. So don't be afraid, get your eyeshadow and really blend out with it. And because you've got the dark underneath, that will leave it where it's supposed to be. So you can blend out, yeah? Because you want that graduation of colour that we're getting here. So straight away it softens the pencil that was on Chrissy's face. I'm going to blend it straight at me. Just going to apply, because we want to make it dark again here. Kick it up at the ends, yeah, just at the end. The way you do it is you get a line, get your thing, and it's going to be hitting just before the end of your eyebrow, just here, yeah. So use your pencils to line up where you're starting your eyebrow from. Use it here, and again I'm just building up the colour here, but we're going to blend that away. This is just to go with Chris's actual shape.
I have bad experiences with eyelash cuts. You don't trust Michelle? I just thought anyone.
I can bypass them. I'll just explain them a bit. They're not actually as scary as they do look. They do. They do work really well.
My eyelashes are really long.
She needs to do it properly.
Okay, I will. Right, the trick is to stare ahead, to not focus on the actual instrument to talk to itself, but to stare ahead of that light. I'll look at Grumpy Chappie. Just stare like actually into oblivion, okay? And now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to hurt you.
Focus on Kathy.
The eyelashes have got absolutely no nerves in them, and we're just going to squeeze it up and down for 20 seconds. You always give the mascara wand a wiggle at the base. I know that they're selling those gimmicky mascaras at the moment. Look, vibrate.
What the hell's that?
Like you're too stupid to actually wiggle it yourself. It's like, no.
It's an American style, just
This is a great brush. I'm going to show you actually how to use it. I haven't got any water. You can use it dry with a really dark eyeshadow, or you can use it wet to get a liquid. Now if you have a look at the back of my hand,
you got water on your hand, yeah? Oh my god!
you can wet the brush, run it under the tap,
Like a
and then get your, yeah. And sometimes you might think, oh, that's a little bit weak. So then you just get more colour and build up with it. So you don't actually need your separate eyeliner. See that?
Oh wow.
Now this brush is perfect if you haven't got a steady hand. I'm going to do this on Chrissy, but the way you would do it on yourself is you'd need to rest your elbow, okay? So if you've got a dressing table, you've got a mirror in front of you, rest your elbow to steady your hand, yeah? Now what you would do, you don't have to have that kind of flowing hand, which everyone's like, oh my god, I need to have that, and I'm going to do wiggles. All you need to do, close your eyes, is you just have to dot it, okay? You've got your steady thing, you're just dotting it. It's so much...
One of those brushes with a little... It's got the brush on the end. I haven't even used it in real life. I've practiced, but I can't get it right.
This is foolproof. Anybody could eyeliner look good. It's very simple, and I haven't drawn the line, like I haven't gone... I've just pressed it into her lashes. That's all you're doing.
Because sometimes I do it very short and I can't do it like really good. How can you do perfect flick? Is it supposed to be the end of the eyebrows and then...
With the flick that goes up, I'd go to the end of your eye, and then again, the same way that I measured it there, that's where you flick up from, okay? And you do it at the same angle that you've done the eyeshadow at the end. So you'd measure your pencil, where you actually block it in, that's where you do the flick.
Alright.
Okay.